Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today here on Spirit Guide Mailbox, we're going to be looking at your next step. So we're going to be asking Spirit today for a message on your next step. Now I do send out the intention that these messages find you when you need them. So if you found this message today, it was meant for you. So we're going to get one tarot card, and then I will go into the automatic reading. So one tarot card on next, there we go, right away. Next step, so this is the reversed Hierophant. So that is about rebellion or being misdirected, sort of going against the grain. So when the Hierophant is upright, it's about tradition, spirituality, as above, so below, being guidance, having authority. This is sort of like authority. You can see like religious leaders, even politicians, that sort of thing. This is some kind of authority. Maybe authority on right and wrong. Could be that sort of thing, or just, a boss, that type of thing. But when it's reversed, it's about sort of rebelling against that authority, rebelling against the dogma, maybe even being misguided, misdirected in that way. So your next step may be to rebel against where you are at this moment, rebel against authority, right? So say, this is just an example, but say within your community, there's a particular politician and you just don't agree with their stances. They're the authority, but you don't think they're a good authority. And so you're going to rebel against that. But that doesn't mean you're necessarily even protesting or, starting a war with them, something like that. No, it could be that, I am going to run for that position because I have ideas that are different than yours. I think I'm headed in the right direction, and so I will run against you, and that will be my way of rebelling against you, right? So it's not necessarily a full-on rebellion war type situation. I'm just going to put this card to the side here, and I'm going to get out my board. As always, I do write in silence because I can't listen to words at the same time as I'm talking. So I'll do it in silence and then dub over it afterwards. So I'll just take a moment to begin to meditate, start listening to the voices in my head, and we shall continue from there. So we are looking at what is the next step. The next step is to live your life the way you want to, the way you are meant to. Don't listen to those who tell you right and wrong, or that you should do or shouldn't do. We are not put on this earth to follow others and follow their path and live their lives. We are meant to follow our own path and live by those rules that we deem right and wrong. Don't follow authority. Don't follow dogma. Follow yourself, your true self, your spiritual self. The self that teaches you true right from wrong, true morals. Morals don't come from fear of punishment. Morals come from humanity, from what is the greatest and highest good for humanity, all humanity, not just those with the power and authority to control right and wrong, to control laws, man's laws, should only be used to protect, not persecute those that use moral authority to denigrate others are not moral. They are going against humanity and what is right and good for all. Remember love. Always remember love. Wow, I think that's a wonderful message for today. So it's all about sort of not going with what other people tell you is right and wrong, going by what you believe, what spirit is telling you is right and wrong, right? And you can look at it as, I'll just take this one issue, but people who are, say, against gay people, right? You shouldn't be gay, you shouldn't live with the same sex, you shouldn't, this kind of thing. And it's because that's what our religion tells us. Religion says, no, being gay is wrong. So that's the authority. That is what is deciding right and wrong, right? The authority that's saying that being gay is wrong. But do you really, in your heart, believe that God, Spirit, Allah, higher powers would say love is wrong, right? Like that's what you're saying. No, these two people, they love each other. That's wrong. And we're going to hate them for it. Do you really believe that a higher power would be preaching the hate, right? So say you are somebody who's in a very religious family, you are gay, right? And you're being told, no, and that's fine if you're gay, but you're never going to act out on it. You're going to go and you're going to get an opposite sex partner and you're going to have a family, you're going to have kids. And you're like, but I don't want that because I'm not even attracted to that, right? I'm attracted to this. This is what I want. This is what I love. This is what I feel content in, right? So you need to break away from that authority and listen to your own heart, listen to spirit, listen to God, listen to Allah, right? That love is the only thing that exists. Everything else is, in my belief system, is a creation of man. People, right? So the only thing that actually exists is love. If you're going against love in any way, then you're going against a higher moral authority, is what I would say in my opinion, right? So this is all about not listening to what the authority is telling you is right and wrong. You need to go within yourself and listen to yourself, right? And maybe, let's say, you are in a horrible marriage, you're being abused, but your authority within your life, whether it's religious authority, parental authority, community authority, saying, no, we don't divorce. We work through this, right? You made vows for better or worse. This is worse. This is what you have to deal with, right? However, Spirit would never want you to be in an abusive relationship. Now, sometimes we do end up in these things so that we can learn and grow, but that's what it's meant. It's meant for you to learn and grow and not to be stuck within that. You need to open your eyes and see that this authority that is saying, I need to stay stuck in this marriage and not get out, is wrong. That is not for your highest and greatest good. Your highest and greatest good was that you were in this abusive relationship so that you could learn, so that you could grow and realize that I'm in this relationship likely because of childhood issues that led me to this horrible relationship, but I have now grown. I now realize what I've done, and I am going to pull myself and my children out of this horrible relationship, and we're going to create a peaceful, happy, wonderful life for ourselves. Well, I hope this message serves you well, and I hope it helps you in your decision making and your journey along the way. I'm sending out peace, love, and happiness to everyone. Bye for now.